Good morning, everyone, and it is Wednesday, January 16th. Taking a look at coin market cap here, we are at $122.4 billion for the overall market cap, and we are at $16.7 billion for the 24-hour volume. Looking at the top 10 here, we are now starting to see some little bit of green, starting to break even. We had that big fall yesterday. Now we're breaking even. Let's see if we can maybe hopefully move to the upside. We'll be taking a look at the Bitcoin chart in just a second. Looking at the top three best performers in the past 24 hours, we got AE at 30%, WAX at 25.8%, and REP at 21%. Jumping right into Bitcoin here on the 1 hour time frame, here's a drop that I was talking about earlier. We landed right here on support, which is prior resistance, and also did serve as support back if you look way left on the charts. We did have a move to the upside about 4 hours ago, but again, this comment was actually left here from this move here, when I thought that when we move up, it's going to be very, very difficult to see us get past the 200 EMA, and we were going to see, I thought we were going to see a rejection. When I wrote this, this was actually still in green, which is, I believe, posted still on my Twitter, and sure enough, we got rejected on the 200 EMA. We tried it again, and we got rejected on the 200 EMA, and look again what happened overnight. Well, about 4 hours ago, we got rejected once more on that 200 EMA. That goes to show you guys that 200 EMA is a very, very tough EMA to break through. Whenever we break through something like this, we're going to have to start off a lot sooner than starting off from the way here at the bottom, because by the time that we cross all these higher EMAs, we're going to get pretty much exhausted with the price action. So we need to see some consolidation a little bit higher, and then move to try to break through that 200 EMA on the 1 hour time frame. The MACD currently is starting to turn neutral because of the lack of volume coming in. You can see here that the volume is diminishing here on the 1 hour time frame. The RSI is at a good point. It's at 53 points. It is currently pointing down, but that's just representing the current candle bar, so I don't worry about that too much. What I do like is the position that it's in. It's at 53 points, giving us plenty of room for another move to the upside. Looking at the 4 hour time frame, however, the MACD does look a little bit better. So you have the nice uptick on the 4 hour MACD, but got to remember, 4 hours ago we pushed up to the 200 EMA. So these happen in 4 hour blocks. So unless we get some liquidity in the next 4 hours, we're going to start seeing this uptick start turning neutral and possibly a downtick. So we got to keep an eye on that. On here on the 4 hour time frame, the 50 EMA is acting like the 200 EMA on the 1 hour time frame. We're having a lot of time, having a tough time, better said, breaking through this 50. So here was that move to the upside, was rejected on the 50, which is the equivalent of the 200 EMA on the 1 hour time frame. And again, we were rejected right on the 50 on the 4 hour time frame. The volume does look good overall for the 4 hour time frame, but those smaller time frames are a little bit concerning to me. Let's look at the higher time frame. So we have the 12 hour time frame here, guys, and we were talking about this yesterday, that we've been getting rejected by the support of this wedge here. We fell below this wedge, and when we fell below the wedge, we've been getting rejected, and once again it looks like we're trying to creep up, and we're not quite breaking that. This does not look good. We really have to break through this bottom of this support here to really start seeing some upside momentum. If not, we're going to collapse to the downside. Well, I don't think we're out of the woods just yet, even though we've had some bullish movement in the past 8 hours or so. It's been really not really well, it's been bullish, but it hasn't been really a big move per se. So look at the size of these candles. These candles are very, very small. I mean, it is nice that we are going on an uptrend, so we're going in the right direction if we want to see the market to go up. But the lack of volume, the size of these candles and the size of these volume bars here really don't give me a lot of faith that we're going to be moving much more in the near future. We need to see some really strong moves like this and some continuation, or at least a nice strong move a nice retracement and a move back up to the upside. But these seem to be the moves that we've been making lately. We make a move, we go sideways, we start losing that momentum, then we dump and we slowly start moving up. Hopefully we're in due for one of these coming up here. It seems like these BART patterns have been happening much more frequently lately than we are normally used to. Unfortunately, guys, remember, BART patterns, even though they are realistic in crypto, we see these happen all the time. This shouldn't be the only TA you're following. Please consider, if you're not using any other TA, to start learning some TA. Learn what the RSI, the MACD are about. Learn what the EMAs can do for you for support and resistance. I have met a few people on Twitter that say that they only trade this pattern. And this is good in this type of environment and market. But what are you going to do when the market turns around? Are you going to rely on Bart Simpson patterns? Those are not going to be happening in an uptrend market. So I just, just protect yourself, guys. Be wary that this pattern is playing out in the short term, but it doesn't mean that it's something you should rely, or you should only trade and only and believe that this is the only thing you need to know. There's a lot more to TA than learning this BART pattern. All right, guys. Well, at 1 o'clock, we're going to have our live Zoom session. So in about 4 hours or so, we'll have our live Zoom session for the Discord members. And I hope you guys trade safe out there, and we'll see what this day brings for us.